We're out on the Bakerloo line, just about to arrive at and get out at Paddington Station. Going to check out the Crossrail construction site and have a look at something which has piqued my interest here down on the platforms of the Bakerloo line. So we're at Paddington, where Cross Elizabeth line is being built slowly. It'll get there. I want to point out this blue hoarding here, and you can see above there's a little bit of purple. That is where a new construction tunnel is being built. Let's go and look at the main construction outside. So we've come outside at Paddington last year during 2018 when we all thought Cross Elizabeth was going to open. I started to do a whole series of videos about the exits and entrances to all the new Crossrail stations, and I never got to where Paddington was because I just didn't get to it. And now it's not going to open on time, it's going to open late. It's worth seeing right here. Oh wow, it's come on loads, look. So, over my shoulder, what we've got, when I did the series in 2018 about entrances and exits, I showed you where they all were. So I just want to explain where they are here at Paddington. There'll be 3 ways in. The first one is here from the street level. That will take you into this building here, and you'll then go down to a mezzanine level. That's where the ticket concourse is, and then escalators down to actual track level. If you're in the main Paddington mainline station, there'll be a side entrance there, about where Paddington Bear is right now. I'll have to move him and his pot of marmalade, and there'll be escalator steps down to that same mezzanine level, and then they'll get down into there. The third way in is the one that we just saw on the way off from the tube train just now. Is at the Bakerloo line tube level. There's steps down on a corridor that will take you underneath the main Paddington station and then bring you up into the Crossrail station. And as you will have recalled a few minutes ago, we saw some of those intriguing reflectory yellow disc gadget things, which is its official name, yellowy disc gadget things. And this is what this video is chiefly about, because at this point a man's going to appear just here like magic.
Wow.
You were waiting there the whole time.
I was.
That's good. This is Steve. Steve, who are you?
I'm Steve. I make science videos, and these little reflectors, they're called retro reflectors. The way they work is amazing. What's really cool is at Paddington there's about 1,800 of them, all dotted all over the place. So we're going to take a look at one down in the station.
We're going to go back down. Have you counted them? How do you know there's 1,800?
Oh, I read a thing.
That's a lot of reflectors. Yeah. Okay, should we go down?
Let's have a look.
Let's go in.
Okay, so here's one of the reflectors down here. There's another one up there, and actually if you look all the way along, there's loads of them dotted along. There's loads of them dotted along on the walls here and the walls over there. Now, they all point to something. So look, if you follow, as if it's an eye, where's it looking? Let's look up to that cradle there. Now, there would normally be something that looks like a robot there. For some annoying reason, they've taken them all down. It's called a total station. It's a very sophisticated one. So it's like a theodolite. Have you ever seen someone doing surveying? You know, they've got a tripod there and a device on top. That's a theodolite. It's telling you angles. So, you know, up and down angle, left and right angle. But a total station is like a theodolite that has extra powers. So it can also tell distance. And it does it by shining a laser light, a pulse of laser light, down to the reflector. It bounces back and it measures the time difference. These total stations are quite special. They're automated motorized total stations. Motorized because they can move around and they can look at all of these different reflectors that are all over, and automated because it doesn't require an operator, it happens automatically. Some of them have this feature where you can just add a new reflector wherever you want and it will periodically scan for new reflectors. Turns out the reason they took all the robots away at Paddington is because they've finished doing all the digging, so they don't need them there. So we've come to Bank, where they're doing the capacity upgrade, and there it is. There's one of the total stations. We should see it move.
We've come back outside. The construction continues behind us. And Steve, all you've done now is just made me see the reflectors like everywhere. Like there's one, there's one, there's another one. So I've now become a reflector spotter.
They haven't got numbers on them though.
No,
so
well, you know I don't write the numbers, but I'm now gonna.
Think about this though. These little reflectors, they're not just mirrors. Imagine if it was just a mirror.
Yeah.
And the little robot thing is shining a laser at the mirror and it's bouncing off the mirror. If you didn't line up that mirror exactly, if it was slightly off, the laser would end up pointing in the wrong direction. It would the robot wouldn't be able to pick up the reflection.
Okay.
So instead, it's not a mirror. It's a special kind of reflector. And if you look at the little lines inside, so there's 6 little lines in there.
Are they all? I can't do it.
They converge on the centre.
Yes.
And that's because of the way these things work. You can orient it any way you like, and it will still send the laser light back where it came from. And you actually, when you start seeing these things, they're called retroreflectors. They're everywhere. And honestly, the science, well, and maybe the maths actually of how they work is really cool.
And does the software like automatically send back once a day if there's something wrong, or does it require manual input, someone to go down and sort of check a screen?
Yeah. So
how does it alert the person?
So Crossrail Construction at Paddington has about 50 of those robot things.
Yeah.
About 1,800 of the reflectors, and it's one integrated software system. So it's constantly reporting back to a central hub, and that central hub is building a 3D model of Paddington. It's amazing. The accuracy is in the order of like 1 or 2 millimeters.
Okay.
In terms of distance.
So you're allowed a little bit of.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of give.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if it goes beyond, if there seems to be movement beyond that, then a human is alerted. And I think maybe then some manual measurements take place to see what the problem is.
So it's an alert system that then requires manual inspection.
That's exactly right.
I feel like we should get people to watch your video. Watch Steve's video.
To find out how those reflectors work, but also a whole lot of other stuff about why you see these kinds of reflectors all over the place. Why you won't see a right angle anywhere on a stealth aeroplane.
And other amazing nerdy science stuff. Click and watch this happy man.
Are you putting the thumbnail of my face?
There'll be things on the screen right now. Have you enjoyed your day out? We just basically hung out at Paddington for a couple of hours.
Yeah, do you know what? I always thought it'd be really dangerous to hang out with a transport nerd because they would turn me into a transport nerd. And yeah, we found out a lot of interesting things, and I feel like I'm teetering on the edge of like really wanting to find out the finer details of like rail construction and things like that. So I'm a bit nervous, to be honest.
It's no bad thing. All right. Watch this video. Subscribe to his channel. Do all the click bell notification things.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Smack that bell. Do you ever do that? I don't do that.
No, I don't.
I don't do that.
No, I did it once or twice for when I wanted people to watch the follow-up video, so it felt legitimate.
Watch Steve's great video on the science behind the reflectors. Cool. Thank you very much, Steve Mould.
Bye.